Let's get this party started, and let's start with football. And the Kansas City Chiefs, Rob G., they were making moves because we already know their offense is stinky. Patrick Mahomes is worse than Daniel Jones.
Oh, yes. Boy. We don't know this. You know this. We don't know this.
Rob G., there was they made a trade, correct? Rob G's going to set it up for us.
They did make a big trade. It was probably while you were sleeping, Rob, just to be honest with you, because I don't know how they decided, let's drop this one at 6 a.m. Eastern time. But in any event.
Yeah, that's really early.
All-Pro, Pro Bowl, potentially washed wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins is going from the Tennessee Titans to the Kansas City Chiefs for a conditional 2025 fifth-round pick that could become a fourth-rounder if the Chiefs, number one, make the Super Bowl, and number two, Hopkins plays at least 60% of the snaps for the Chiefs. And in order to facilitate the deal, the Titans also picked up $2.5 million of Hopkins' remaining $8 million salary, which means they are literally paying him to play for another team.
Okay, and there it is. So if the minions who are like, "Oh, Patrick Mahomes, he got his help. He needs receiver help. He got it." Pump the brakes. As usual, the Kansas City Chiefs did the bare minimum. I didn't even know DeAndre Hopkins was still in the league. He only, 40? He's not even a starter anymore. He gets like 40% of the snaps. Really? That's who you go get. Stop shopping at Goodwill. Go to Saks Fifth Avenue. That's where the Jets went. That's where the Buffalo Bills went. And guess what, Kelvin? Who's available?
Who?
Cooper Kupp is available. How about Cooper Kupp in Kansas City? They had Patrick Mahomes sign a bogus deal telling them, hey, take less money. We'll keep the band together. You have a chance to win and win and win. And all they do now is they bring back rejects and return items. That's what they do. Hey, Kareem Hunt, we didn't want you. We sent you packing. Come on back. Juju. Hey, instead of getting a pack of Juju bees at the movie theater, we'll get a receiver who we didn't want. That's what the Kansas City Chiefs do, and it's a disrespect to a talent like Patrick Mahomes. He shouldn't have to play around with leftovers. Go and buy him good groceries. Go to the store and get him top shelf. Cooper Kupp is available. Make it happen. Stop being cheap. All of the Super Bowls you won, all the money you've saved, what are they trying to do? I think it's terrible. DeAndre Hopkins, I'm not mad at him. I'm happy for him if he could go over there or whatever. But that's not who they should go get when Cooper Kupp is available. I'm sorry.
Well, okay, so everything you just said and yelled at me about, I don't necessarily disagree with. However, you brought up going from Goodwill to Saks Fifth. Right now, they're shopping at Macy's, and ain't nothing wrong with Macy's, okay? You can go in there and get you a nice Saturday night outfit at Macy's. You got a big event, you can go to Macy's. You got an interview, dang it, you can go to Macy's and come out okay. So I think you need to pump the brakes a little bit, because right now what they're doing is getting some pieces at a time. I remember my mom used to always tell me.
Macy's if he's not even starting anymore?
Because we all know he's better than not starting. Let's stop there. Let's not act like DeAndre Hopkins is still not one of the more skilled receivers in the league. Let's not act let's not act like current DeAndre Hopkins, who's not happy in his current situation, is not still great. It's like this. You want to bring up your favorite quarterback of all time, the LOAT Tom Brady. Tom Brady got a Randy Moss. Now, I'm not saying DeAndre Hopkins, Randy Moss, but if you would have been going based off how Randy Moss looked with the Oakland Raiders, you would have thought he was washed. He had like 45 receptions.
He's an all-time great. Are you kidding me?
DeAndre Hopkins is an all-time great. I'm not saying he's Randy
Moss. And you know what? That was a team that was doing it with guys working at Dunkin' Donuts, and they finally went and got Tom Brady, a big-time receiver.
Did not give you unyielded time? I said, Rob, go ahead and say what you got to say. Randy Moss is top 1, 2, 3 receivers of all time. However you want to place them, I have no argument, 1, 2, or 3. So I'm not saying DeAndre Hopkins is that. What I'm saying is I know he's better than his situation. Similarly, how we know Amari Cooper is better than what was going on with him in Cleveland. DeAndre Hopkins automatically is elevated once he goes and play with Andy Reid in that offense and Patrick Mahomes. You know it. I know it. Everybody listening knows that. So you're also assuming it's over. To your point, maybe they're cooking right now trying to get Cooper Kupp. Maybe they're working some things out where we look up in another days or two time and they've got now DeAndre Hopkins on one end and Cooper Kupp on another. And now we're having a whole entire different conversation. And Patrick Mahomes now has some real things to cook with. He has a filet mignon and a lobster tail to cook with. So I hear you, and I'm in actual agreement. I think the Kansas City Chiefs, I told you this before, they've been able to get away with the minimum. Now, obviously, injuries have hurt them this year, but because they keep winning, and I think there's a part of them that's like, well, shoot, we've had Tyreek Hill, we won. We didn't have Tyreek Hill, we won. We had all the Butterfinger receivers last year, and we won. So I do think they need a reminder that it's okay to be good. It's okay to be great with defense. You can still have some great pieces on the outside for Patrick Mahomes. And I think DeAndre Hopkins is just a step. I still think they're going to pull off one more thing. If it's Cooper Kupp or somebody else that's out there that's a good veteran receiver that can help them, I think it's on the way. And I agree. If they can go get Cooper Kupp, that's scary. Now you're scary. You got Cooper Kupp and DeAndre Hopkins with all the other pieces.
Given the way that they have been pinching pennies, you really believe that? I'm deep down, seriously.
Well, the Rams, because I'll tell you why.
I'm asking about the Chiefs.
The Rams has said that they're willing to take some of that money with Cooper Kupp, and that's why I do believe it helps.
So why wouldn't you just wait on Cooper Kupp? Why wouldn't you make that move?
Well, because I don't think you can necessarily just wait. Obviously, maybe you don't have the exact thing they want back. Cooper Kupp is a better receiver now than DeAndre Hopkins. So I don't think you can just guarantee. Maybe they're working it out. What do you need? Oh, you need a second-round pick? Okay, well, what do you need? How much money? Okay. And I think you have to work these things out where DeAndre Hopkins might have just been sitting there, an easier thing that can happen. I can't listen. I told you in the club, you can't miss a for sure thing trying to get miss next thing. And the for sure thing in this situation was probably DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah, okay, DeAndre Hopkins, only 15 receptions for 173 yards and 1 touchdown in 6 games. And for perspective, 49ers number 3 receiver Jennings, right? Jawan Jennings had more yards in one game, 175, than Hopkins had his entire 2024 year. So you think he's Macy's, I think he's Goodwill, and I think the Chiefs need to stop being so cheap.
You know he ain't Goodwill with Patrick Mahomes. I'll give you he's Goodwill with some other people. With Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid in that offense, he is absolutely not Goodwill. Stop it. Goodwill will be shocked if they got this. They would think some Beverly Hills movie star accidentally put some $1,200 leather coat in a Goodwill on accident if they got this.
Chili Tim in Atlanta, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Tim?
What up, Rob? What up, Calvin?
What's up, Tim?
How are you?
I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. First thing, let me say this real quick. I want people to stop saying that history was made last night. It was manufactured. Let's say that first of all. And then second of all...
It was made. Say that again. What'd you say?
I said history wasn't made last night. It was manufactured.
Right. 100%. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, but with the DeAndre Hopkins thing, I don't think they were trying to move the needle. I think they were just trying to hold the ship steady. And I think DeAndre Hopkins is that he may loosen up things for Travis Kelce with the scheme-wise, the kind of thing that Rashee Rice would do, kind of occupy, the middle of the field and free that up. And maybe free some of the other guys up. I think they were just trying to keep it steady. As far as Cooper Kupp, I don't know. I don't really trust him injury-wise. I know DeAndre Hopkins has had injuries, but he seems to be more durable than Cooper Kupp. So I'm not really big on the Cooper Kupp thing, but I'm hoping they'll still make one other thing to do. But I'll kind of agree with Calvin. I think they're saying that, we've been managing it so this long. As long as we can get someone just to stick a glue guy in there, I think we can make it whole. So,
ain't nothing wrong with little Macy's. Everything. Listen, you can work your way to Saks Fifth, but Macy's they be looking out when you need it. Hit a little Express. See, Rob don't know about Express. Tim, Express is a sneaky little go-to spot where you can come out fly.
Nah, I'm going to Bloomingdale's. I'm going to Saks off Fifth. I'm gonna
watch this. If me and you go there and I go to Express, I bet you they're gonna still say that boy look good. You know that, Rob.
Talking about me, though.
You know that, Rob.
Bruno in Brooklyn, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Bruno?
Gentlemen, good evening. Hey, man, first and foremost, I got to tell you, I love the new dynamic you guys have.
Thank you so much.
I've been listening forever, man. You guys are fantastic. Kelvin, man.
Thank you, Bruno. That means a lot because I know you've been listening to the show for years.
I've been listening for a long time. And dude, this is better than ever, and I just want to tell you that from my heart. But here's where I want to go. People forget about how good D-Hop is.
Tell him, Bruno. Tell him, Bruno.
You know what I'm saying? And here's the deal. He hasn't had anybody throwing him the ball. He's got the best quarterback in the game.
Not with 6 touchdowns and 8 interceptions, Bruno. He's not the best right now. He's the 30th ranked quarterback. I'm just saying the way he's playing.
Keep going, Bruno. The rest of us know what you're talking about.
No, but where I'm going with this is D-Hop has always been the cat with the hands. If you remember, he was always the dude who could take it out of the air, inside out and backwards. Now he's got a guy that can throw it to him. Forget about being down with the Titans. That was nothing. He's going to imagine waking up and going from the Titans to being with the next Super Bowl champions. Come on, my man.
Now, Bruno, here's my only issue. Here's my issue, Bruno. It ain't every day that receivers of these ilk are available. Okay?
Correct.
So Devontae Adams, available. Amari Cooper, available. All right? Cooper Kupp, available. That's my point, is that these guys are available. And just let me say this. Amari Cooper's cap number was only $800,000. The Chiefs didn't want to give up a third-round pick. That was the reason, and they could have had Amari Cooper. So that's what I'm talking about not giving Patrick Mahomes some of the stuff that was out there, top shelf, that could really help the Chiefs. That's all.
All right,
no, that's good. But I'll tell you, I think you're going to see D-Hop step up because he was always one of the best ever, man.
Yeah, listen, I think you're going to see a rejuvenated D. Hopkins. I think you're going to be reminded of how good he is. I'm not saying he's himself of 7 years ago, but he doesn't need to be with that team, and Patrick Mahomes doesn't need him to be. So, plus, like I said, Rob, we'll see. The moves might not be over. They might be going on a shopping spree at Express. Express gets some nice deals back there. Sometimes they give you 50% off clearance. You coming out looking fly at Express. You need to know about that. All right. Trey Wingo joining us in just a second. We'll continue the conversation of what's happening around the NFL right now. What's trending? Monty Bolaños.
Monty.
Fellas, I'm enjoying this discussion.
This is what we do.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it because I don't know who's right on this one. I'm torn. I don't know.
Monty, I'm staring at you right now.
Look through the glass. Monty, look through the glass.
I'm looking at Rob right now.
Monty, stop playing. It's your boy.
Yes.
Monty. No, I think it's a good discussion, and only time will tell. But it is a big move that the Chiefs are making. Now, I hear what you're saying about Cooper Kupp.
Look at all the guys who are available. Is all I'm saying is like you're trying to three-peat.
Cooper
Kupp is available. Devontae Adams is available. Amari Cooper's available.
Yes, I hear what you're saying, but there's hope.